tell me about your job itself. Google Evangelist, there's got to be a public diplomacy element of it. There's got to be a strategic thinking dimension of it. I mean, what parts of your job are the hardest?
Well, first of all, does everybody know that I didn't ask for that title?
It's a great title.
I asked for Archduke.
Oh.
I thought, they said, "What title do you want?" They said, "Archduke sounds great." Somebody did point out that the previous Archduke was Ferdinand, and he was assassinated in 1914, and it started World War I, so maybe that's not a good title to have. So they said, "Why don't you be our chief internet evangelist?" So honestly, the job has been something that's formed in real time. And you're right, it has public relations components. This is an example of something I do as part of that portfolio. I spend time on policy, both internal and external and international. I spend time on college campuses talking to not only professors, but the graduate students about problems that haven't been solved. You saw a few of them in this morning's lecture, trying to stimulate interest in cracking some of those really hard problems. I spend time on, well, as you can imagine that my inbox is fairly busy. And a significant part of the inbox has in it things like, "I've just patented this thing, would you like to license it? Would you please buy my company? Can I have a job?" And there are times when somebody may have an interesting new technology or application, and if it isn't, perpetual motion or some obvious, okay, we'll put that in the nut file. If it looks like it deserves some attention, my problem is to figure out which of the 20,000 people with Google ought to have a look at it. And so part of the job is trying to sort through, does this go to the business development group, or does it go to the charitable giving group, or does it go to the research group, or something else? So I get a wonderful mix of things to do. The part that I like the most is regular and repeated exposure to people who are smarter than I am. If you go through life learning things, it doesn't get better than that.
You lived